So, kaning instructions class, they are assembled into machine code by the assembler. So, mura siya i-convert niya ba into a machine code. And it's executed at runtime by the CPU. The member of the Intel IA32 instruction set, no? Some of the parts of the instructions are the label, sometimes it's optional, but what's really required is the instruction mnemonics and operands. Sometimes, usually, more often, naginay operands because what's happening inside our microprocessor is calculating. So we have operands. We can put comments, but it's not that important. I mean, it's important if we want to label, know what does this line do? Okay. So label. Ganina, we talked about some of the parts of the instructions. Now we have label. So si label, it acts as place markers, no? It marks the address of code and data. It follows the identifier rules. So data label must be unique. Example, we have data label, which is my array. So on data labels class, they are named data storage locations. Like, for example, arrays or variables. No? So muna siya ang data labels. The code labels naman, they mark the code locations for loops or jump. And operands, no? Kaya kita na kanina. So instruction mnemonic and operands that are common that we have. So we have kanang mnemonics na move, add. We know already this. We already know this. And we already know, understand rather, how it works. So some operands, no, we have kaning integer literal, integer expression, EAX is a register, count as memory, right? So comments, actually, we also put comments right in our Arduino programming. I believe that some of you did, as I saw it. Comments actually are very helpful, no? They are ways for the programmer to communicate information about the program's design to a person reading the source. So how do we write a comment? So pag isa ka block na comment, inani siya, kana or kana. So you just put comment and then exclamation point or ampersand, and then what do you want to put inside? This is again in assembly language, but in C++, we do double slash sign, no? But if in a single line comment naman in assembly language, we only put kani siya semicolon. Okay? So that is for the comments. Example, no? Increment and decrement. So we have here a massem because this is more on a window operating system, Windows operating system. So this actually uses massem, but there's not a big deal about this. No. So for example, add 1, subtract 1 from destination operand. So operand may be register or memory. Okay. Increment the destination. So the logic is just or will become destination equals destination plus 1. And if you decrement destination, that's also destination equals destination minus 1. So you already know this. And this is how it works, or in assembly language, is how it runs. So for example, you move this data and increment 00FF hex and store it into the destination, it becomes plus 1. So FF plus 1, that becomes 0100 afterwards. So AX now holds 0100. And if you decrement this one, this is FF. Sorry, increment AL. Okay. So this one, pag increment si AX, it becomes 0100. Kasi nga, pag increment niyan, you have AH and AL. Tama? So AH holds 01. Kasi nga, nag-increment si FF 1. No? So of course, in the first directive, pag mag-increment si FF, mabalik siya 0, 0, and then mag-0, 1 si AH. But in this case, if we increment 0, 0 FF, and sorry, i-increment lang natin si AL, which in this case, wait lang. So ang unod ni AX, AL lang daw. So kanila nga itong increment si FF. So pag increment si FF, of course, your AL or AX now holds, ang AL na to kay 0, 0 man. Diba? So 0, 0 ibutang dinhi. Then, we do not need to increment AH kasi nga AL lang daw increment. This becomes 0, 0, 0, 0 ang ato ang AX. Another example is add and subtract, no? So pag mag-add, of course, destination is destination plus source, and subtract is similar. So, for example, you have move padulong sa register or CEAX, no? And then add natin EAX and var2. So for example, ang unod ganina daw sa var1 is this 1, 0, 1, ana siya. Then i-add na to karon since ang EAX na holds what's 1, which is 1,000 hex, i-add karon na sila duha, may mo siya 3,000 hex. Okay? And then, add na po nato si AX, in which, yes, in which ang atong EAX, ato AX holds 3,000, i-add siya sa FFFF, that becomes 3FFFF. And then add siya og 1, meaning to say, nag-increment ka og 1 sa EAX, that becomes 4,000. And pag mag-sub ka og 1, minus lang nimo og 1, may mo siya og FFFF. Dili siya 3,999. Okay? Sige. Now, we have the reverse, no, neg, which reverses the sign of an operand. So operand can be register or memory operand. So if you, for example, move this destination, this source header to the destination, AL now holds val B. If we negate AL, because val B has a byte of -1, meaning to say that it's a signed byte. So, pag ating inegate siya, magiging +1 si AL. And if we negate val W, which is kabaliktaran ani, then it becomes -32767. Okay, so implementing arithmetic operations, actually, kani siya matranslate siya into assembly language. For example, kani we can process this. R-val equals -x-val plus the parenthesis y-val minus c-val parenthesis. So we just mag-ano na sa ta. Or mag-set ta, no? The word values. So 26, 30, 40. And then, how do we do this process here? So to do this process, we just moved xval, which has a value of 26, padulong sa register. Then we negate that because kasi nga naka-negate ito siya, naka-negative. So we negate EAX. And then move again yval padulong sa EBX. And then since we subtract yval to zval, so subtract say unod ni yval kay zval, and then i-add na karon si EAX karon kay EBX because EBX is the destination of zval minus yval, yval minus zval. Okay? And then move it to move EAX to the rval, which is question mark. Mean to say wala pa siyang laman. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right.